Hey guys, I didn't think I was late, but I am late. Come up here and sit down, baby. Prancy toes. I haven't been on for a couple of days, and I thought I would check in with everybody. I feel like my voice is even kind of weird. I haven't been talking as much. That's not true. I've been on the phone. Kids, don't do this. The kids are fighting. I've been on the phone a lot. That's not true at all. I've been on the phone a whole heck of a lot. I've been getting a lot of different perspectives on things, and that's all. I don't really have anything else to say about that, but I do have some things I want to talk about today and get your input on. And I thought so too, Tallulah. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah. Hey, Anna Witz. I know this is interesting. I'm doing an earlier live. So I just want to also say we don't get political in this chat. That being said, I realize there's a lot of feelings happening today. Hey, Carrie B, Susie CJ. Hey, Lisa Vining, Joanne Hawley. I absolutely am a safe space for feelings. Swedish Fish Andrea, hey girl. I can't weigh in on anything politically. It's like me talking about religion, guys. I don't have anything to say about it other than I'm sorry for everybody who's feeling sadness today or just sorrow. I understand feelings. I can understand feelings. I don't understand politics very well. I don't follow it. I don't study it. I don't know a lot about it. And that's probably not great. Hey, Angie Deaton, I've missed you. Annette Faber. Hey, Tina Serlin, Upwardly Vocal, Funky Mama. Armine. I just want to say that to everyone. I don't want to get into politics today, but hey, Viggy Cat, Big Z. I told my mods though, like we're not just gonna chop people's heads off and delete comments. Yeah. Amy Degg, I totally understand. Hey, Pamela Graves. So Rain, it's okay. I totally understand. I just want to say that I understand feelings, and I'm sorry that people are feeling, some people are feeling good, I'm sure, and a lot of people are feeling bad, I'm sure. And I can't really, Lisa Vining, thank you. I can't really go into it any more than that. I can go into it a little bit about it as a Scientologist. I was thinking about that last night. Just thank you, Cooler by the Lake. Hey, Mary Barons. What, I don't want to get into politics, but it's interesting. Thanks, Anna Witt. What Scientologists think toward politics. We don't really get into politics much. LRH talks about that, but Scientologists, I feel like kind of probably lean toward, in my experience, Republican. They're more right winged, but that's even just my experience. That's not everybody's experience. So I don't really know, but I do know that I have not done a show in a couple of days. Things have been heavy and people are upset, and yeah, it's an emotional day for a lot of people. And I don't want people to feel left out because of that. And I definitely don't want anyone to come in here and say, yay, my party won and your party lost or anything like that. I think it would have been sad either way for people, whoever won. I realize that. But otherwise, I'm not going to get into it because I just don't know enough about it. But I just want to acknowledge and validate that there are people who are really, hey, Marie Marion, feeling their feelings today. And I think that's valid and fair. And I don't want those to be stomped out or, yeah, thanks, Helena. By the way, her name is pronounced Helena, and I did not know that. I FaceTimed with her a few days ago, and she said, like, people in the UK pronounce it Helena, and hers is the Irish pronunciation. It's Helena, and I think that's so beautiful. It's like my name, Marisa, but people always say Marissa, so I get it. Lisa Kelson, thank you. Yeah, holding space. That's all I can do, Jazzy Girl Sarah. I love you guys. I really love you guys, and it's stupid to sweep under the rug that people are, hi Tony's Hooter, that people are upset and they need extra comfort. And I think it's fair to validate that. Hey, Rogue Hedgie. I am so sorry to hear that, Rogue Hedgie. I don't, because I don't get into politics, like, I don't mean I don't get into it here. I mean, in my life, I don't get into politics. I was married to somebody who was obsessed with politics. And the only thing I could ever say, it's Marisa with one S, Marisa. Hey, Charlotte. I used to always say to my ex-husband, because he would get into rants. I'm pretty sure I've heard he still does. That's never going to change. But he would get into like psychotic, angry rants with people. And I would say to him every time, I would see some Facebook post from him and it would say like 97 comments under it. And I was like, do you have nothing? Like, let people be, let people have their decision, let people be upset. Like, I never understood why fight and argue with that, like other people's points of views. That never made any sense to me. And he would say, I can't because they're wrong and I have to show the facts. I have to prove it with facts. And I was like, you can, because you should let people live and let live. You should let people breathe. Diane B41, thank you for becoming a member, babe. Hi, Rhonda McNeil. I'm glad you made it too. I don't know, Lisa Kelson, but I'm sorry to everybody who's feeling super, super sad, scared, all those things today. What I was about to say is I don't get into politics in my life. So I don't feel any of those feelings because I literally don't turn on the TV. I don't watch any of that. That doesn't make it okay. I know a lot of people are going to say like, well, then you're ignorant, and that's stupid too. I just don't. Hey, Alicia. I guess the way I see it, because I was only a part of Scientology my whole life, politics was never a part of Scientology. So the way I saw it is like, I was like, oh, now this guy's president. Oh, now this person's president. Like, nothing really has changed a lot for me, whether it's one side or the other. But that's just me because I'm blind to it. I never followed it. I never watched it. I never noticed much of a difference. But I know that sounds bad saying. It's just the truth. It's just I was under an umbrella where I only studied Scientology, and I only hung out with Scientologists. So the real world was not on display for me. I was not following elections and things like that. Hey, Sassy Savage. Abigail, I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, but I can say this. I am, doesn't sound sad, just sounds lucky, Raymond. I'm definitely sorry for everybody who's feeling sad today. I almost feel it. Like, I feel the sorrow. I have felt the tension the last 48 hours. And that's why I was like, it's not worth it to me to go live. It's not like I want to bank off of this and make money off of this and, really highlight it or try to be funny and talk about something else when people are hurting, people are tense, people are upset, people aren't sleeping. I get it. Like, why, let them kind of be in their feelings about that. I don't want to try to distract people and go live. Hey, Gary Mackey. But I thought, well, the reason I actually went live today and the reason I titled it, If You Want to Be Alone, Come With Me, which is a lyric to one of my favorite bands. It's a song. Actually, it's probably my new favorite. I shift around. The band The National has been my favorite band for 15 years, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Thanks, Sassy. I just took a shower, guys. Nothing. I just took a shower. My favorite songs bounce around with that band because I love them so much. But I would say right now my favorite song is Rylan, Rylan. Makes me think of Sea Org and Scientology. And he says, if you want to be alone, come with me. And I just love that line. Lisa Kelson, this is from that store in Murfreesboro that I've streamed at called Bella's. Yeah, she has really cute stuff. I'm a little concerned. I don't know that I pull off this color. I'm not sure. And we all know that I'm kind of weird about too much of a print. I'm not a printy girl, but I will say this, and I think I've found this out about myself recently. They're my favorite band, Brian Lucas. I like a larger print. If I'm going to do a print, I don't like a teeny busy print. Like, if these were tiny flowers and there was millions of them, I wouldn't do it. But a larger print, this is a little bright for me. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it. It's a little bright for me. I took a shower. It is everything. 2 days ago, I didn't shower at all. I did absolutely nothing. I was feeling depressed, stressy, and depressy. And I did nothing. I'm still also in my feelings about a lot of things. And it's not the same feelings you guys are in, but I definitely have been feeling sadness, a little bit of sorrow myself. Thank you, Swedish Fish, Andrea. Hey, Becky, USA. Thank you, Abigail. Wow. Okay. Well, you guys are saying yes to it. Fine. All right. I'll go with it. I typically like a darker color. You guys know this. But thank you. Thank you, Gary Mackey. Moosey. Moosey? Moosey. Oh, Moose is kind of heavy, guys. He's starting to get a little chub. He's starting to get chub, and that's okay. We don't talk about it. We're not gonna say anything. He is so cute. I used to not like him, and now I really like him. Just like a typical boy, just like a typical boyfriend. Moosey, okay, see you later. Don't be. Hey, you're clawing my shirt. Isn't he cute though? Seriously, look at how cute. Look at his little crossed eyes. Hims is so cute. Hims are getting a little bit chub, but you know what? Winter's coming on, and so am I. He is big. He has really grown. He is a larger American for sure. And that's quite all right. Thank you, Just a Northern Girl. So again, I just want to say that to you guys that I want you to know that I'm here. I feel it. I'm sorry. And people, where we usually skip politics in this chat, I don't have a problem with you guys saying like, I'm sad, I'm scared, I'm upset. You could even say I'm happy. I'm totally fine with that. I just don't want any hate. I don't want people hurting other people. I don't want any of that. But I get that today is a rough day for some people and a happy day for other people. And just being in, hey, Katie Pie, being in Scientology, this was nothing. It just wasn't. The Way to Happiness talks about being a voting, but Kelly S., anthropology. Well, thank you, Matt's mom. I appreciate that. Hey, Jeanette Brown. Yeah, that was anthropology. I love anthropology. Cats are the best, except the cat hair that flies everywhere. Jazzy girl, I'm really glad. I want everybody to feel seen, loved, and heard today. Of all days, especially today. It's just, I don't know. I haven't put a lot of thought into this, honestly. I probably should have before I went live, but I never understood. I don't understand rubbing things in. I don't understand making fun of other things. I've never understood like trying to get someone to change their point of view because you think it's wrong that they think that way. I've never gotten it. I've never understood that. I'm just kind of like, if it's not hurting anybody, why can't they feel a certain way? It's just weird. It's so weird. We could go into that deep, and we have before. It's just like anything else. It's like, who do you care who somebody loves? Like all of that to me. I'm like, what? It's even people, it's the trolls that came in here like a week and a half ago. It's the same thing there for me. Like people who are like, Reese is such a grifter. You guys all need to see it. You need to wake up. She's stealing your money. She's a liar. What do you care? Like, what does it matter to you? Everything is by the law here. Like, what does it matter how I live my life? That's how I feel about everything. It's a weird concept for me to be like, you shouldn't be doing that. Why? I don't live with you. I don't pay your bills. I don't get it. Yes, Ray. Actually, Huxley asked me that yesterday. He was like, Mom, don't we have a lint roller? He got a really cool new t-shirt. I bought him a t-shirt at this vintage store, and there was a little booth that had some church that it promoted. I can't remember what the name of the church was, but it was an all black t-shirt they were selling, and it had just a cross right here, and he wanted it so bad. And I was like, yeah, I'll get it for you. Huxley is, I don't know if I would call him religious or not. He doesn't talk about his viewpoint with me too often, but he prays before he eats. All those things, which I find fascinating. I think that is so interesting that my child has such a relationship with God, and he was not raised that way. I was a Scientologist. Okay. Now, I never would have said to him, we don't believe in God in this house or anything. I remember years ago, he was little and he said he believed in God. He said he had a connection to God. He started talk. He would pray at night. He would pray before he ate. And I was like, who is this person? But I never said anything. All I said was, I support that. I think that's a beautiful thing, son. Like, I absolutely think it's incredible that the kid was raised in a Scientological home. And I watched him last night when I made dinner. He sat down at dinner and he was like, he just silently prays. And I think it's beautiful too. I don't understand it and I don't have a relationship with God, but I wish I did. I'm always jealous of that. I wish I did. Hey, Justice. Thank you for saying that. That's such a nice thing to say. Let's read Susie CJ. Girl, we don't have all politics as a passion. Oh, yeah. No, I know I'm not the only one. We are more than one dimensional. And to be able to be with you and share that about other stuff is great. You're fabulous in gemstone colors. Thank you, babe. Thank you, Susie. And thank you for your super chat. That's so nice. Yeah, I saw Rogue Hedgie say it's called minding your own business. Like what I was talking about with, it just goes across the board for me. Like, what? Hey, no one, like, what is it to you? What is it to you? Because you don't like the way that person's dressed or because you don't like, it's just weird to me. I know we're all guilty of it. I'm not sitting here saying my hands are clean, but the more I grow, the more I evolve, the more experience I gain. I'm like, who gives a shit what that person's doing on their side of the fence? If they're not hurting anybody and they're not breaking the law, who gives a shit? It's so weird. What a weird concept to waste time on. Hey, Jessica West. Hey, Leslie girl. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe because I understand it because of coming from Scientology. I mean, we were harshly judged. I've said this 100 times, but thank you, Swedish Fish. After I got old enough, I stopped talking about Scientology 100%. Now, before I was old enough and I thought, yeah, I'm going to disseminate because that's what we call it. You disseminate. You want to get out in the field. You want to body route. You want to bring people in and recruit them, right? Hey, Jen. I tried that for a while as a young adult. And the more I got made fun of and the more people were like, it's a cult. You don't believe in God. You guys worship aliens. The more I was like, no. I'm not talking about this. Yeah. Huxley is really cool. You know, speaking of Huxley, he's at school right now. And his birthday, as you know, is coming up. I don't know what today's date is. His birthday is the 17th. And this is what he wants. And I'm finally like every Christmas, every birthday, I'm like, what do you want? What do you want for your birthday? And he's like, just money, I guess. Like he never asks me for anything. That kid is the saddest thing. 2 years ago, Christmas was coming. How old would he have been? 12? This is kind of sad, honestly. Like he is not a kid that asks for things. He's not like I want. I was like, son, we were getting so much closer to Christmas. And I was like, I don't want to just give you money. He just saves his money. Of course, I took him to Play It Again Sports yesterday. It's a used sports store. And he got a baseball glove. So he does spend his money on some things, but he's real weird about spending his money. He is a saver. And 2 years ago, I was like, Christmas is getting closer. Can I please at least get you a gift with money? Like, so you have something to open. He had things to open like from my mom and Doug and Brenda, but I didn't have much for him to open. You know what he asked me for? He's always been a 50-year-old man. Huxley has always been way older than what he is. He's always gotten up at like 5:30 every morning, makes his own breakfast. He's been that way since he was little. He asked me for a robe so that he could wear it in the mornings with his slippers and when he gets out of the shower. That's what he had. A smoking jacket. And I got him one. Hey, Kevin Conklin. I got him a really nice, like velvety, navy blue robe. And it was oversized because I was like, this will work for a couple of years. He still wears it. Like, I think it's to his knee now, or maybe a little higher. But it was so cute. And he hung it on the back of his bathroom door every morning and he would wear it. And he's such a weird, like in a good way, but it's so different. So finally, yesterday, he was off school yesterday, which was fantastic. I spent the day with him. It was some kind of in-school teacher day. And my mom and I went to lunch with him, and we're at lunch, and my mom was like, "I'll send you the screenshot. This is what he wants." He was like, "I want this." There's apparently, and you guys know, Huxley is obsessed with baseball. Okay, he's obsessed. There's apparently a really cool. I need to get I have the website. What's it called? Let's look. It's a baseball. Blueprintbaseball.com. Is that it? It's a place that has real coaches that give lessons that teach baseball. He's obsessed. Huxley wants to travel around playing baseball. That's what he wants to do. So this place, my mom sent me this screenshot. I thought, this isn't terrible. They only take cash or check, which is kind of weird. I don't usually have either one. I'm going to have to order some checks, but it's a baseball place, and see, they have lessons, and you can buy like a package of lessons. So I think that's what I'm going to get for him. It's not far from my house. I want to say it's like 30 minutes. And I think that's what I'm going to do. He said he wants it. I pretty much get him whatever he wants. Yeah, training. Yeah, this is it. Blueprint Baseball. Has anybody ever heard of this? Yeah, see, mods, I don't want that. Please take care of that. I don't want any of that in here. And I'm sure you already took care of it. Look at how cool this is. Building baseball players from the ground up. Thanks, Kathy. Isn't that neat? What a great concept. And I love, love, love the idea of also, hopefully, he would make some friends. Like, that's also my goal. I know he has a few friends at school, but I would love for him to make some friends that he has something in common with, that he wants to do. Hey, Martha Slimmer. I think it sounds like fun. And finally, he's, you know, passionate about something. Do we have travel baseball? Yeah, Lisa Kelson, you absolutely could. Thank you. Do you have travel baseball here? I don't know. Huxley's last name is Arges, like Doug and Brenda, Arjes, which he actually wants to change. He wants to change his last name. Makes me sad, but he doesn't want to be an Arges. He doesn't want to have that connection to Doug and Brenda, and I understand. Karen Wademan, that's cool. Linda G, okay. I would love to get Huxley a bunch of lessons. I would love to do that. He's passionate about it. That's what he wants to do. I got him some equipment. Tommy bought him something too, like a month or two ago. He has like a pitching thing in the backyard. He's got a bunch of balls that he plays with, and he like hits every day. Now, this is a little embarrassing, but he always asks me in the evenings to throw balls up in the air, and then he hits them. But he always laughs at me because he's like, "Mom, you can't throw a ball." Like Tommy used to do it for him, and Tommy was really good at it. I can't seem to master doing that. Yeah, it would be cool. It would be really cool. Zelda, I agree. I know, Robin W. It would be super cool if I'm not really happy with your life choices, but I guess I'll say hello. Did you eat cat poop in front of me? Did you pull cat poop out of the litter box when you weren't supposed to? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's weird because you're a poodle and the paperwork said that you're supposed to be like really well, smart, and self-taught. Well, you're a great person, and that's what matters. I'm just saying, sometimes I think that you say flaws, you have flaws, and you don't recognize them. Oh my God. Alicia, toward birthday gift for Huxley. That is so nice. Thank you so much. Alicia, I will put that toward it. If you guys do anything like that, and I'm not asking you to, it's never, ever asked. I don't expect anything. But if you do, that is so kind. I will put that, I will buy it. Let's see. What's the biggest package I could get? I think I'm just going to get a couple of them. Okay, so 6 lessons at a time. So Alicia, you just bought him 6 lessons. And with YouTube's percentage they take out, I think that's perfect. Thank you for that. I will buy him that package. That'll be from you, Alicia. Thank you. That is really kind. That is really, really sweet. Please don't anybody ever feel, I don't want to hear about it. Don't ever feel obligated. Nobody has to give any kind of gifts, guys. Never, ever is that expected. But Alicia, thank you so much. Some of you have privately reached out to me and asked me and said, please put something on the Amazon list for him. I want to get him something. That's different. Carrie B, yeah, people know my Venmo and PayPal. If they want to do it, I will get Huxley, definitely get him some lessons. Um, and I wonder how often, I know they open at 3 o'clock in the afternoons, which is perfect for after school. I wonder how often, if we'd go like 3 times a week. I wonder what the coaches recommend, because we will get a jump start on that for sure. Somebody asked if he talks to his dad. Not very often. Not very often. I ask him sometimes, I'm like, when's the last time you talked to your dad? His dad doesn't actually talk to him very often. I think he texts him sometimes. He would like to see him over Christmas break. And I've said that's fine. That will be interesting. That will be interesting. I have a curious question for you. From what age would you be okay with Huxley coming home with a much older partner? Know that I have no problem with a big age difference in a relationship. Hux's dad is not a Scientologist, not anymore. That's an interesting question, and I feel bad about the answer to this question because I like older men. And so I think to myself, why is it a problem for my son to be into that if he were into that? I think this is such a weird answer. And I do have a topic today I want to get into. I really want feedback on, by the way. It's a fascinating topic, and I have been throwing it around in my mind with other people, bouncing it off of them for the last few days. And I'm like, I have to get this out. But to answer that question, I believe people who are much younger, like 18 to 30, even over 30 a little bit, it's not a blanket statement. I realize there are exceptions, but I feel like your fiance is 22 years older than you. I think that's amazing. Hey, Nikki Hatfield. Hey, Moonchild. This is so judgy and shitty of me, but it's the truth. If I were 21 and I was dating, well, we could use Fred as an example, and Fred was in his 90s. I don't know why I feel differently about that than when I started dating Fred when I was like 33, 32. I feel like a woman, I can only speak because I'm a woman. I don't know about guys, but I feel like women do not know who they are. They don't know themselves as well. There hasn't been enough experience. There hasn't been enough work on themselves. They're kind of flying through their 20s. They're figuring out who they are. They do a little partying. They sleep with people to cope. Some of us do. Some of us use sex as a coping mechanism, right? Hey, Kestrel, this is just my opinion. And I realize people are going to get mad and disagree with me on this. But I leveled out and figured out who I was for me, and I was more stable in my mid 30s to now. And when I say that, I also mean hey, Erica, I would never go trade places with who I was in my 20s. I was a mess. I just feel like people in their 20s don't have a lot of stability as to who they are yet. They need to explore things. I don't know that I love the idea of if Huxley was like 22 dating a woman who's like 50. That would freak me out. I would be concerned about the woman. I would wonder what her intentions were. Like, what are you doing? Now, I know people do it. I know that's a thing. I know, doesn't Madonna do that? Doesn't she date like way younger men? Yeah, it's that too, Lisa Kelson. That's so true, Reese. Unless you and your partner learn and grow together, it makes it difficult. Hey, Tony P. People with that big of an age gap too are on totally different, they're different generations. I got so lucky with Fred because all we did was laugh. I still think it's hilarious that he had my dark sense of humor. Like, remember, I told you guys, we'd be out in public and people would come up and go, "Is he your grandpa?" And I'd go, "He's my great grandpa." And Fred would think that was so funny. We'd be sitting on the couch and he'd go, and I'd go, "Are you dying?" And he'd go, "Hell no." And we'd laugh. So, hey, Diana H., I miss you too, girl. Fred had a funny, dark sense of humor. Plus, he was a huge flirt, super flirty. I'm not sure, even though I like older men, that the age gap is going to work for me. Panko! The age gap may not work for me. as I progress and have a future with somebody. Because look at my last marriage. Thank you, King's Kid. Look at my last marriage. Now, what, 27-year age gap? He was super, yeah, predatorial. He was abusive. He was, you don't know shit because, well, I think he felt like because I had no education and the Scientology thing, right? He really made me feel stupid. He told me I was stupid. But I also think there's some truth to that. Hey, Original Anne. I think there's some truth to that. Thank you, Panko. That I don't know. I think it's just an older man thing. Like, have a seat, little girl. I'm going to teach you a few things. Like, I don't like that. I don't feel like we're equals. I don't feel like we're on the same page. Fred never did that to me. So Fred might have just been, I got really lucky there because I don't know. I also think, like I said about if Huxley were to do that, what are your intentions? What are your intentions? And I realize how hypocritical I sound saying that. I realize how many people are going to jump all over me about that. I like the age gap. I need to be looked after, Katie Pie. Hey, you're not going to get any judgment from me. Oh, there's Shamey. You're not going to get any judgment for. Thank you, Angie Mo. Shamey, come say hi. Okay, never mind. You won't get any judgment from me because I like older guys. I'm always going to be attracted to older guys. I think that's a slippery slope because you could meet one that's I'm better than you. And there's JD. Good to see you, JD. Hey, Liz Tricks. By the way, speaking of JD, did I explain the reason I titled this, If You Want to Be Alone, Come With Me? We were going to do a stream today with Elizabeth Bates, our psychologist, our therapist. And she couldn't do it today. So I was like, do I just not stream it all again because I haven't come on for 2 days? Or do I just get out there and be somebody? And I thought, I'm just going to step it out there and wing it, you know. So here we are talking about older men. So was Jeff more fatherly? Oh, God, yes. To the point where he called himself daddy. Thank you, Dr. MLS. Yeah, he was way more fatherly. He was very, very, even to this day, he was like, I'm very disappointed in you. I mean, he just always, I remember saying, okay, Dad, like I would say that to him because it would just piss me off all the time. I was like, I'm not your daughter. Stop talking to me like that. I have a mind and I can think for myself. So yeah, I think like Fred never did that to me. Fred never did that to me ever. Ever. What did Fred say to me all the time? I'm rooting for you. I'm on your side all the time. I mean, I feel like Fred, we talked about this concept once, and I think it's so cool, people who can do this. Fred accepted me for where I was. He didn't expect me to be higher. He didn't expect me to be lower. He just loved and accepted who I was and where I was. It is weird. I think it's weird. My fiance will not let me say daddy to him. I know there's women out there that like to call their guys that. It's not a thing for me. It gives me the creeps. You know what though? I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I heard that the other day. Instead of saying like kink shame, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I loved it. It's just not something I'm into. It's not something I'm into. It just doesn't do it for me. And it creeped me out every time, especially sexually. It gave me the creeps. Yeah, I believe the word you're looking for is respect. Fred respected you. Yes, absolutely. That's another word. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Not that I'm not honest, but it is a fine line and I haven't learned it yet. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Hey, Robin W. Andrew, I haven't learned it yet. I haven't mastered it. I like a guy in charge. I like a guy that uses control. But my God, it's scary because I was attracted to that in my ex-husband. And then he abused the shit out of it. And I think that's what happens is they can start to abuse that. And then it's no longer fun. You know what I mean? I've got words. Thank you for being live. You're such a positive influence on me and make me feel calm and safe. Trying not to cry because I'm still getting over a cold. Well, that is such a nice thing to say. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for sharing that. I'm glad that all of us here are a positive influence, and I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, my friend. But thank you. And it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel that. Thank you for your super chat. Yeah, I think it's more complicated when it's minors. Brains are still developing. There is a time and age where things are less complicated. Ann Hummingbird, no way. I'm happy to see you. You are here, girl. Thank you. Hey, Jody. It's nice to see you, Ann. Dark sarcasm. You are smart, Reese. Now you know that Philadelphia is a city. I'm retired from education, and the times of memorizing facts are over. The earth needs problem solvers, how to work well with others. That's a beautiful thing to say, dark sarcasm. And thank you for your service and education. That's beautiful. I agree with you, Susie CJ, on this so much. Brandy Carson, you're welcome. That's what it is for me. It's brains, minds. There's still things developing and also just experience. You haven't gained any life experience yet. So I get creeped out. Ugh, Katie Pie, I love a man that takes control. It's fucking sick. I have problems. I can't. I think that's what it is. When I see a guy that's 75 with a 21-year-old, that's creeps me out. But that is such a shitty thing for me to say, guys. Me of all people, I should not say that. I was 35. My husband was 95. A lot of people think that's fucked up. Excuse my language today. Thank you, Anne. I think I let people think that that's messed up because I know what I had with him. You know, tons of people can be out there and say I was a gold digger. I wasn't. He didn't have anything. He had to move in with me because I was helping him pay his rent. You know, tons of people can say that it's a sick daddy issue. It probably is. But for whatever reason, I locked eyes with that guy and that was it. That was it for me. It was very much like the fire started. Remember the New Year? I hate to bring this up, but it just totally made me think of it. The New Year's Eve thing. I'm trying to give you an example, and most of you saw it with Tommy. The fire was brewing then, if you saw it, and it really sparked for me that night. Right? Hey, Robin, good to see you, babe. This necklace is opals. Thank you for noticing. It was the same thing. That's how I knew with Fred. I was like, that's it. I'm his, you know? So I don't know what else to say about that. People can think it's gross. People are allowed to think whatever they want. So I want to talk about something specific, and it is about relationships. Thank you, pause for Andrea. This has been on my mind, and it's Karen Tootie Greenie. Oh my God, I'm glad you're in here. This is so funny. Well, maybe not to you, maybe not to anybody else. I was finally cleaned myself up yesterday and I showered. The day before I did nothing. I was just feeling depressed. I was walking around all day yesterday and I was talking to Lydia, and for some reason I kept calling her Karen Tootie Greenie. I don't know why, but I thought of you the whole time. I was like, Karen Tootie Greenie, get over here. It was so cute. I wish you could have been there. I did get the sweater, Catalina. Thank you. Silly story. Okay, so there is something I really want to know. And I want you to ponder this because I've been pondering it. Okay. I've been really thinking about it. I'm starting to get hot. Should I put my hair up? People love who they love, plain and simple. Joanne Holly, that's a great way of putting it. Your necklace is opals. Does she know you have her necklace? Who's Opal? Who are you talking about? Is this going to work? Looks like I swallowed a hand grenade. I love you, Cheryl Roberts. Okay, so here's what we need to discuss. I'm serious. This has really been on my mind, and I've been talking at length about it with different friends on the phone and getting different perspectives. Yes, I said friends. I have friends now. It's interesting. I know it's weird. Karen Tootie Greeny, I've been walking around calling her that. Um, Sometimes I call her Monica too, because it makes me think of Monica M in the chat. It's weird. It's so weird. You guys are with me more than I think you realize. Ann Hummingbird, you might though, girl. Don't say that. Don't say never. People say that. Oh, Mama Opal. Okay, this is a weird concept, but stay with me on this. Hey, Rachel. So I've been thinking about relationships. I've been reflecting on relationships. Okay. Angie Mo, yes. And I was talking with a friend about this yesterday. I have a friend who's dating somebody kind of new. And I don't know, I'd say they're like 6 months in or something. Amber, I love that for you. And she's been telling me like her issues with him, right? They're only 6 months in and we're not sure about him yet. And hey, Roxy. Thank you, Roxy. That's such a nice thing to say. Hey, Tina Mays. Okay. So she's telling me things. And I'm like, ooh, that's a red flag for me. I don't know. I was like, I don't like that. And it actually was a little bit of him showing too much. This necklace is bothering me. I'm going to have to lengthen it. I'm sorry. It's just too much. It's bothering me. I shortened it too much. I need to make it longer. Marie Marion, that makes me sad for you, girl. Too much control. He was showing too much control. Thank you, PJ Mac. Let's see if that length is better. Nope, that's the same length as the other necklace. And that doesn't mean anything though. And you could even just find a companion like to go out and do stuff with. You don't have to get sexual. You could just find a nice gentleman friend. Okay, maybe that's better. I don't know. It's just making me crazy. All right. Little bit of red flags. And then I started to think about this and I was like, why is this a red flag? And then I started to think about, hey, Kelly Suds, why the hell? Like, I have no point of reference, and maybe you guys do, but I don't. Coming out of Scientology, I'm being very serious about this. Maybe the closest would be my stepdad. I have no point of reference. What a love story is like. I know you're going to say, what about Fred? Fine, Fred, definitely, right? Of course. But that was such a short time. We were not together very long. Tell me a love story that's just like the ones I saw in Sleeping Beauty, all the Disney movies I loved growing up. Tell me a love story. Hey, Russ, give me a love story where it lasted for decades. I realize they exist. I'm not saying they don't. But here's my question. I wonder how many of us have expectations that are unattainable, that are a little bit unrealistic, right? I wonder how many of us, I really base a lot of things on what society thinks. Like I've told you 100 times, I think I'm super overweight and I'm unattractive. I'm not kidding. I'm not saying this so people will go, Reese, you're so pretty. I think whenever I see a picture of myself, I'm looking at myself right now, I find myself incredibly unattractive. I just do. I don't think I have a lot of features that are very pretty, and I think I'm overweight. And then when I go out in public, I'm like, she's beautiful. I stare at people. I find all kinds of features. I'm like, I love women with ears that stick out. Like it's not perfection I'm looking at. I find people and I'm like, I wish I looked like that. Now, I will say I hate my Chihuahua legs. Whenever I see a woman, my inseam is 25 inches. Okay. I have Chihuahua legs. Whenever I see a woman with at least like a 30-inch inseam, I'm like, God, I wish I had long legs, right? It's a weird concept that we're sold, I believe, because of what society says is appropriate or what we're supposed to look like. Now, I think we're getting much better about that as a society. I love nothing more than seeing an ad or anything with a larger woman, seeing stretch marks, seeing I think for instance, I don't follow the media, okay? But I was flipping through Facebook and you guys know I'm from Kansas City. So everything Kansas City was Taylor Swift and that stupid guy, I don't like him, Kelsey, okay? I saw a picture of Taylor Swift going to the game the other day, and that girl is put on weight. Like, I thought her thighs looked really like she looks like she's, I would say, filled out. She looked so pretty. I thought her body, like, I think women look good with like thicker thighs, bigger hips. Katie Fulton, I love you too. I'm not saying women who are super thin don't look good. But I just like, I basically love all women's bodies except mine, is where we're getting at. I hope I'm not frozen. I don't think I am. I think it's you, Irina. Yeah, she's maturing from girl to woman. That's what I thought too. I was like, she looks healthy. She just looked, I'm not a big, like, I don't follow any of that crap. I don't listen to her music. And I think she's a good person. From what I've heard, I like how she spends her money. I like how she like really is generous, right? But I don't know anything about the girl. Martha Slimmer, that makes me sad, and I don't want you to say that. Brittany, same with you. Guys, why are we not believing in love? I believe in love. Here's what, well, maybe I don't. Maybe this is the last time I will. Linda, thank you, girl. This is a serious talk. The reason I say why, like, I look at all my past relationships. Jeff is the only one that I would not band together here. This is one of those things where I'm like, I have the concept, but I don't know how I want to say it. All the things that we see as red flags. Now, I'm not saying don't go with your gut. Always go with your gut. I know Debbie Zito, it's so cute. Always go with your gut. But now looking back on some things, I'm like, was that a hard no? Like, should I have been so judgy about that guy? Like, should I have said, like, Amanda, you're here. It's just the chat's going fast and I'm trying to think at the same time. You guys know I kind of stop talking to you as much when I'm like trying to get a concept out. That's all. But I'm like, do you guys understand? Hey, Shelly, do you understand what I'm trying to say? What the hell is comparison? Like, when my friend said yesterday, she goes, I don't know, like he's a little bit, I can't think of the word she used, so I'm trying to come up with my own word. I would just say controlling. And I was like, I don't know, that's a red flag. And then we were both like, but why is that a red flag? So what? So you're going to dump him and go to the next guy and you're going to have boom, boom, boom. You're going to have one after the next where you have the same problems. Not necessarily the same. But what I'm saying is, who the hell is happy? Who do you guys know that, like, every couple I've ever been friends with, okay? And I've been friends with couples before. They don't hate each other, but it takes work. It is not this like fairy tale that I have in my mind. And when people say like Reese don't settle, it's like, okay, but what am I reaching for? Am I reaching for something that's unattainable at the same time? Like, I think at this point, every person we hook up with to try to be with is going to have problems. They're going to have some kind of mental issues of some sort. Maybe they're an avoidant. Maybe they stuff their feelings away. Maybe like me, kid. Hey, kid. Never mind. Maybe they overshare. I overshare. If I go on a first date, I guarantee you, I'm going to be like, so I have 2 vaginal flaps. Like, what are you into? What do you like? Are you a 4 flap gal? Or because I just want to get it out there. Like, I'm going to overshare. And then I'm going to make him uncomfortable. And he's either going to respond to that by going, whoa, that's too much for me. That's crossing a line. Or he's going to go, I like 2 flaps. Why don't we take a look at it? There's a bathroom over there. I don't know. All I'm saying is, I'm sorry, I have really bad allergies and my nose is all itchy. And that's what I'm trying to say. It takes a lot of work. Lisa Kelsey, you just helped me form a thought. It takes more work than I think I realize. And I think when people say don't settle or you're going to meet him, it's going to happen. This is what I imagine. It's just going to go and it's all going to fit and it's going to be perfect. And I'm going to be like, wow, he's perfect. Bullshit. 6 months in, I'm going to be like, wow, I hate him. That's how it always works because it's not realistic to go, oh, Prince Charming. And that's my thought of the perfect relationship. It's going to be like a Disney movie. Like everything's going to come true. He's going to compliment me in every way. And that isn't the case. And I am embarrassed to say that at this point. I feel like a lot of you are going, yeah, Reese, you didn't know that? No, I didn't really know that. I think it's natural to have red flags. I think it's natural, but he will be worth the fight. Yeah. By the way, Katie Fulton, how's your relationship? I think I have. I don't want to say I have too high of expectations. This is going to be, I don't know if it's cat hair. This is crazy. I can't do it. I get fall allergies the worst. And my allergies here are worse than they were in Kansas City. And I just want to rip my face off. So I'm so sorry. I'm sure somebody's going to go make some hate video about me after this and be like, look, Reese is a cokehead because she keeps rubbing her nose, which I don't have the money for that or time. Plus, I don't think they do that around the country. I've never done it, by the way. I only did math. Anyway, no. Some red flags are not worth ignoring. Panko, I agree. I'm just saying, looking back on certain things, I'm like, I have high expectations that I think I'm putting to are they high expectations or is it unrealistic expectations? That's sad, Katie Pie. Figgy Cat, yeah. See, but I love this. Okay, Maggie Sue. I say about my hubby, he isn't perfect, but he's perfect for me. Been married 18 years. Congratulations, by the way, to that, Maggie Sue. This is what I mean. Then you have that couple, for instance. Yeah, you have to look at the pros and cons. As long as pros are more than the cons, give it a chance. You will never find perfect match. Perfection doesn't exist. You're right, Armine. But I'm trying to explain it a little differently as far as what are my expectations? And I was thinking about this. I am and I don't know if this is ever going to slow down. And I wish it would, honestly. When I'm in a relationship, you guys aren't going to believe this. I know it's going to be a shocker because I'm so independent. I'm lying. I am incredibly needy. Nobody wants that shit. Nobody has time for that. Do you remember how I used to say to Jeff, like, do you still like me? Do you still want to have sex with me? Are you still into this? Like, do you want to be married to this? Now, I realized that was extreme because of who I was dealing with. He's an exception. I would never go back and even try to reevaluate that relationship and go, maybe I made a mistake. No, we all know that was terrible. It should have never happened. But I am extremely needy. Do you expect what you give? Yes. And I give a lot, Lucia. Like I give so much time. You are my number one focus next to Huxley in a relationship. I really have always been that kind of a girl. I don't have a ton of friends. I like to spend time with the guy I'm with. I don't like to go have girls' nights. Like I'm not like that. I like to cook for him. I like to have sex. I like to hold hands. I like to watch movies in bed. Like I'm pretty much a pleaser around the clock. And it never goes away for me because I was even that way with Jeff pretty much till the end, even though I was faking it. Like, because that's what equals love for me. That's how I give love. I love being in love. I love when I'm in a relationship with someone and he's not home yet and he texts me and says, I'm on my way home. I get excited. I'm like, woo, yes. And I start cleaning up the house and it's weird, but I never stop giving like that. If I do, there's some major red flags going on and I've given up. Hey, Tampa B, two imperfect people coming together will never be perfected. Married 18 years. That's beautiful, Susie CJ. Good for you. I will probably never know what that's like. I know, Brian, and I'm sorry. Have your deal breaker list. I don't know what my deal breaker list is. That's what I'm saying. I think that some things for me looking back, I'm like, am I gonna find a guy that's into my neediness? Or are guys just gonna find that annoying? And I don't mean needy, like, let me put it this way. If you start to get annoyed with me, I'm gone. Like, I will never be like, call me, and chase you. I also am the opposite of that. I won't chase a guy. Never, no, no. If you don't have, I have always said this to the guys that I'm with. Like, if you're not into me, somebody will be. Your competition will be, I promise. Like, there's a lid for every trash can, and there will be for this one as well. Um, Question: why do you think Tommy gave up on y'all so quickly, especially when he speaks so highly of the love as you do? I'm rooting for you and his happily ever after, if it's with others. Jennifer Steps, that's a really nice thing to say. I think that is just kind of how I feel. That is so kind. Why do I think he gave up on us so quickly? Well, I think it was a big misunderstanding as far as, and I addressed this the other day. Um, when we were talking, I wonder if you were here when we were talking about, I kind of overlooked the big part of the situation that hurt his feelings, and I cast it off, and I also kind of took us for granted. I feel now that's my responsibility and accountability that I took there. He's got his own responsibility in this. Oh my God, my nose. This is too much. I can't stand it. It feels like there's just a cat hair like constantly tickling my nose. I swear I am not doing anything illegal. Um, I agree with that, Sassy Savage. Know and love yourself before you allow a man in. Absolutely. And that's words to live by. Um, that's tough. I don't know. And to be honest, Tommy and I have been talking a lot. Um, the last, I don't know, close to a week maybe. And we've unpacked some things. And I think Tommy's a great guy. And I think we were a good fit because we really communicated pretty decent. Although I say that, and we both agree that, thank you, Jennifer Steps. I do. I take Zyrtec every night, Puka Vista. I take it every night. We didn't communicate well. And also, I don't know. No, I don't need to blow my nose. It's clear. It's just the outside right here. It feels like there's cat hairs all around my nose. It's not inside. It's right here, actually, is where it itches the most. For two people that talk really well, I consider myself a talker. I love to go deep. I love to have those conversations. I love to get uncomfortable. I love to be like, this is a major flaw in me. And I think we need to kind of see what that's about. I'd like to know where that comes from. I'm all about that kind of stuff, self-work, right? And I love to do it with my partner. I don't know why we didn't communicate well. I don't have an answer for you on that. It's disappointing. I don't think I'm allergic to the cats, Biggie Cat, because we've had them for a while. And I get this way in the fall. I get spring allergies, but the fall is worse for me. Yeah, I should use some nasal spray. I agree. My mom told me to get some. I don't know that Tommy ever understood like the things that I need. I don't know. It's very hard. That's the first time I've ever done a long distance relationship, Shannon C. Long distance relationships are hard. It was really hard. I think Tommy, we actually talked about this yesterday. Tommy and I have a serious attraction to each other. It's plain as day. You guys saw it. Hey, Better Days Now. There was never a problem with attraction. And I don't mean physically. I mean physically for sure. Physically, absolutely. But I do have essential oils. Yeah. Maybe I should do some eucalyptus. Now that you say that, eucalyptus, I think, is supposed to help with allergies. Um, Yeah, long distance is, I think what killed us, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Actually, I'm glad we brought this up too. I've been pondering this. If you don't mind, if you have the time to listen to me, here's what I think was stacked against Tommy and I. And I don't think it, kid, hi, kid. I don't think it's a bad thing that we are not in a relationship anymore. Yeah, Bigsy, I can. I don't really want to, but I can. Women are taught from birth that our bodies need to look a certain way and that life with a partner will be perfect and easy. Yes. That is normal to have in the perfect life. There's no such thing as normal and easy. It takes work. Liz Tricks, I love you and I can't wait to see you this week. Thank you for your super chat. It's so true. There's an expectation that's put on us at a young age. And I say us meaning women. Thank you, Katie. Damn it. Now I lost my train of thought though. Somebody help me. Come back. What were we saying? I got it. Tell me if you agree with this too. I think this is true because we've been talking a little bit, Tommy and I. I don't think that he has the time for me. Like when I'm in a relationship, it is, Armine. I definitely want your time. My love language, I think, was quality time and physical touch, if I remember. Quality time. Oh, I'm so a words of affirmation gal. But for me, it's communication. And all I ever wanted, like when I was with Jeff, I said this to him. I just want your time. Nothing was sexier to me than him being home with me and going, let's go get some lunch together, like stopping what he's doing or not taking a phone call because he was with me. But the problem was he went on those damn gesture trips and it broke me every time. And I was like, I see what's more important. I can see it. It's clear. You pick that over me. And that was never going to work. Thank you, Kathy Leslie. That's such a nice thing to say. Question. Are you planning to get back together? Why are you talking so much? I think that's unhealthy. I have to say, Amanda, I love you, but I totally disagree with that. I think it provides closure to talk. I think it provides a lot of closure. I think there were a lot of questions that didn't get answered for me. Things that were just like, I said this to him too. I suppressed a lot of feelings because I didn't want to tell you certain things. I'm talking about over the months of us being together. And then I resented you. And that's a me problem. That's something I have to work through and fix. And you have no idea how good it felt to say that to him the other day. I was like, do you know how many feelings that I bundled up and stuffed because I didn't want to tell you because I was afraid it would be annoying to you or whatever. My own stupid fears that I made up in my head. And I would suppress them. And then I would hang up the phone with him and go, he's even it's like I created my own problem there. That wasn't his fault. So I think it's good to unpack some of those things, even just to get closure. No, I have not. Actually, I'm behind. I need to read a couple of books, but thank you, Carrie B. And I love you. Your picture is beautiful, by the way. Kathy Leslie, thank you so much for your super sticker, babe. So I don't think it's unhealthy to be talking. Here's what I think, though. Yeah, I mean, guys, we had that big blow up fight and then we almost didn't talk for 3-4 weeks. So just in the last 5 days, we've been talking to fill in some of those gaps. It's more probably me. I had questions I needed answered. And also I think it was, we both cried in the last couple of days. I said something to Tommy a couple of days ago and he was like, wait, what? And I was like, what? By the way, it is hard to do this on the phone. It would be so much better if we could do this in person. I'm an in-person type of person. I love nothing more than your full attention and talking. And he said, wait, what? And I said what I said. And he goes, Quibs. He said, when did you feel that way? When did you get that thought? And I was like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. And he was like, oh my God. And he got all emotional and he was like, why didn't you tell me that? He was like, why didn't you tell me you felt that way? And I said, I don't know. Cause I was scared to talk to you. I was mad at you. I was upset. I was crying. I was in my own head. And he was like, I'm so glad. Like I could feel the release for him and it was like a gift I gave him. He was like, thank you for saying that. So it's similar. It's like, oh my God, this is awful. It's similar. I think it provides closure. I think at least we can both walk away now instead of being hurt and sad, that we can walk away going, oh, that's what it was. And that's why we don't work or whatever. But thank you, Lumen. I am hurting tremendously as my beautiful husband. Thanks for allowing that. Many of us are in pain. I don't often catch a live, but yeah, of course, JMT Press Poet. You're welcome to have those feelings. I want people to feel safe here with their feelings. Thank you for saying that. Maybe, Mara. I'm just itchy. It's allergies, guys. It's awful. It's my eyes. It's my nose. So here's what I think, though, and I want your feedback on this. I believe, and Tommy does too, the whole way we went wrong was I believe, I'm starting to learn this way more now that I've been hurt too and burned by people. Some things need to be private. We let YouTube control our relationship in many ways, not all of it, but in many ways. And it was more him than me. So many women, this is kind of sad to me, but he would tell me how many women from our chat, from this very chat, from his chat, would reach out and email him and go, hey, I love Reese. You know I do. I love Reese. But she's fucking toxic. And here's why. And he got those all the time. Bye, Jenny. And I would get one or two of those. Like, hey, I don't think Tommy's great. Hey, Brian Boland, I don't think Tommy's great for you. He has this his brain thing, and it's never going to get better. It's only going to get worse. I would get those emails. I would get those warning emails. But I can't tell you. He showed me the people that sent them, and I'll never name them, and I'll never say anything to them. I will continue to be anonymous with that. It's not my business. But I don't know if it was out of jealousy. I don't know if it was out of like, I'm trying to break you guys up because I'm into you. I don't know what, but I can't tell you how many women, never men, it was women that would say, you guys are so cute together, but she's a piece of shit. And, her background with Jeff, and I don't think you should trust it. And you can do better. You can do better. Do you know how many of those he got? Plus, I just hate that kind of passive aggressive. Like, you're a great person, but, you have all these flaws. And like, I hate that shit. I think so too. Now, I don't even blame those people. You know why? We put it out there for them. We opened the door for that shit. We put our whole sex life, dating life, and that's more me, right? I did a lot of that. And it came back to bite me. And I take responsibility for that. But I think Tommy and I would have had a better chance if no one knew about us. If no one knew. I do. I really believe that. I think that, do you guys realize like how many people reach out to the board that I'm on, the foundation that I'm on? Of course, go to Reddit, email me all the time. And they go, you're a real piece of shit, mother, and I hope you die. I get those emails. So just that wedges into my life, that hatred. And I'm like, God. And sometimes some days are harder than others. No, Amanda, I didn't at all. Some days are harder than others for me. I sometimes let it seep in. Okay. And hi, Reese, try putting Vaseline. I'm going to, Kaz. Thank you for your super chat. What I'm trying to tell you is some people just attack me. People email that board all the time and they're like, Reese needs to be fired. She's a horrible person. Like Aaron said on our stream the other day, I get the most hate out of anybody now. Okay. What I'm saying is people just attacking me gets to me. Imagine trying to have a relationship and make it work and have people constantly coming in, wedging in, seeping in, saying to Tommy in his ear, saying things to me in my ear, all the attacks. I don't know for sure. I won't. Nope. If I'm in a relationship again, I've already made this decision. Will you do that again or share your next romance? I think you're right about it not helping. I will never do it again. I'll never do it again. So if I get back together with Tommy, you're never going to know. You guys will never know. He will continue to go on his show and talk about his ex-girlfriend and I. Aw, the boy is home from school. Now we probably won't, guys. We probably won't. But I will say this. We will try to probably be friends because I think that's salvageable. Oh, come here. Hi, Hux. Hey. I bought this for Bo yesterday at TJ Maxx and he wants to show you guys. Is this your new baby for Christmas? Oh, he loves him. What did you end up naming him? Littlefoot. Is that because you love that movie? It's okay, I have Barney. Hi, Humby. Hey. How's school? Good. Yeah, Deborah, I don't think it's a good idea either. Now, I will tell you guys this, just a heads up. Tommy and I will try. We're going to maybe try to salvage the friendship. We just might do some gesture streaming together on Sean Atwood. We might in the future do something with the gestures because I love your baby. I love Littlefoot. Ow. Did you get your new baby? Did I get you a new baby? You love him. Oh, he loves babies. He's a great person. All right, then. Get your baby. Show us your baby. Yeah, Panko. It's up in the air on where we're gonna land, Tommy and I. I think friends is probably gonna be the best thing if we can. I think there was a lot there. And I think, I don't even know the answer to that. Going back to Colts and Crims, probably not, but I don't know. It's too soon to know something like that. I have to feel it out with him to see if there's room for us in each other's lives to even have a friendship, right? I don't know. But yeah, you'll never know about it because I think some things like that have to be protected. And I didn't protect us and he didn't either. And I think we thought we could handle it, but my God, just the hate alone that I get of people trying to destroy my own. Hi, Shamey. Are you deaf? I think he might be deaf. Come here. Okay. Yeah. I do like the idea of the gesture streaming. If we can make that work, Tommy is a good partner. Oh my God, this is so horrible. I'm so sorry. I know people are going to comment on it and hate me for scratching my nose so much. It's not professional. I'm sorry. What am I saying? I talk about peens. I don't know what I'm saying. What time is it here? 3:46 p.m. Panko, it would absolutely take time and work. Friendships take work. That's what I was going to say too. I have high expectations that I think are unrealistic even when it comes to friendships. Like, what are my ideas of what a good friendship is? Is Tommy okay with your friendship with Aaron? Yeah, he's okay with it because we talked it out, but I'm not going to be friends also going forward. I've decided with anybody who says I can't be friends with anybody, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to have any female friends that are like, you shouldn't be friends with Tommy. I don't want to have any male friends that are like, I don't like that. You guys shouldn't be friends. It's not going to happen. I came from a place of nothing but control. I'm taking control. And I will make those decisions and I will fail at those things too. Like, let me fail. You think it's a bad idea? Cool. Let me go through the failure of it. Let me experience that. Don't save me or protect me from it. I appreciate friends being protective, but there's also a fine line. Let me experience it. Even if it ends up even if you were right. So happy that you both came to that realization. Should you decide to get back together, keep it to yourselves. Cooler by the lake, no question. I will, you guys will never know about it. Now, again, you probably will see us do some streaming, but it's going to be gesture specific. Like we're not just going to hop on and do our thing and it's going to be gesture specific. Now, I could do that without Tommy, but I've thought it through. We talked about it. I don't know what you guys think, but I kind of like the idea of doing it with him. He did so much work and research on it with me that I feel like we kind of make a good team talking about the gestures together. Now, I went through it for years. I know I'm going to be way more educated. That's kind of the cool thing about the gestures. Like, let's say Tommy just took the story and ran with it. He wouldn't do that. But let's just say he was like, I'm going to go do a gesture stream. Or let's say some other guy, let's say Sean Atwood was like, I read about the gestures. I'm going to do a stream on it. Well, you're never going to know what I know. They're hard. You can't just go Google stuff. It's hard to find some of the rabbit hole of stuff. And I have that. So I feel like the two of us kind of make a good team talking about it. I don't know if you guys are going to think that's wrong. Hey, Julia with an A. Ugh, I know, better days now. He was Puka Vista. Yeah, he was. He does shine in that area, that true crime kind of stuff anyway. I don't know. We didn't have a problem not getting along. We get along just fine. It's just there's going to be boundaries. There's going to be hard lines, and I don't even know if we're going to make it as friends. I don't know. I think you're so right to do this and keep that relationship private, whoever it is. I'm sorry if I made you feel like I was stepping in. No way, DNV. Don't apologize. Hey, Elena Rainerman. I just am saying going forward, guys, I'm not going to bring it up anymore. I love talking about relationships. Never going to stop that. I'm never going to stop about these topics that we're talking about today. But if let's just say, just hypothetically, Tommy and I chose to get back together, I'm not going to touch on it. I'm not going to talk about it. You guys can come ask me, and I'm going to say, I keep that part of my life private at this point. I just am going to. But let's say I meet a guy tomorrow or 6 months from now, and I'm really into him. I may tell you guys, like, there might be something brewing there. I don't know. That's as far as it's going to go. I just don't think it's a good idea to share that stuff anymore because it destroyed our relationship. I really think I realized the real reason was that day and what happened, but oh my God, it was like weakening over time constantly. And neither one of us saw it, but there were so many people coming in, giving him, this is my take on it. And some of these people are very close to him. He's got some people over on the boat that are like in his top 5 or whatever. It was toxicity. They were, in his ear. And I'm sure some of them still are. And they were, telling him, I don't think this is good. I think did you see that she said this? Did you interpret that? Do you know what that means when a woman says that? It's constant. Can you imagine it? Just everybody close your eyes for a minute and imagine it. Trying to keep a relationship, have it long distance, and have other people weighing in on it all the time, hanging on to your every word. Now, take the relationship out of it and just put me. Just substitute it for me and substitute it for him. Even now, the streams I've done the last couple of days, people have still emailed him. We're not even a couple. And people are still emailing him going, did you hear that Reese said this? Did you hear that Reese trashed you over on Natalie's channel? They go over there and they're like, I'm a big Reese fan. But you need to know she just shit talked you over on this channel. I'm not kidding. People are still doing it. I don't know if they think they're good people by doing that, but I think they're assholes for doing that. And, I'm not going to get into this because it just broke my damn heart. I want to just smack my mom. If your channel is about sharing your life, I don't understand. Ruthie, can you rephrase your question? I don't know what you mean. My damn mom. Oh my God. You guys probably all know this story. I don't watch the news. My mom and I are yesterday, she goes, "I have the worst story to tell you. It's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life." I was like, "Oh, by all means, mom, please share it with me." My mom says, she tells me about this damn Peanut the squirrel. You guys know that story? I'm not going to go research it. I don't want to know. She told me everything that happened. The only thing I'm going to say about that is because I love squirrels. I don't know if you guys realize how much I love squirrels. Do you guys know this story, right? Okay, you guys know the story. Yeah, so sad. Okay, really quick in a nutshell, Tampa Bay, really quick because it's sad as shit and we don't want to bring the crowd down. There's a really hot guy like in New York or New Hampshire or somewhere, I don't know. There's a really hot dude, okay? He has an animal sanctuary. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Tampa Bay, you're not leaving. You keep your ass in your chair right now. If I have to know, so do you. He has an animal sanctuary. He rescues everything under the sun, okay? He has horses and all this shit, okay? He got a squirrel and he had a raccoon, I think, too, apparently. I don't really know, okay? He got a squirrel, he rehabbed it, he tried to set it free, it didn't want to go, and it became his best friend. And it was like all over his house. He's on Instagram, apparently. He's on social media. He put it out there, and squirrel ownership apparently is illegal where he lives. So some asshole in Texas reported him. Mhm. They came, and not only did they come, they like wouldn't, the government stepped in and wouldn't let him go into his house. I guess they tore this guy's house apart, my mom said, like dumped drawers on the ground, broke everything. And he said to the government agent, he was like, "Can I at least go yeah, I can't talk to you right now. Can I at least go what was it? He said, "Can I at least go feed my horses?" Because apparently they're like I don't know, what is it? They're like super emaciated. They were sick. They wouldn't even let him go feed his horses. It was insane. Okay. Oh, he's married. Oh, well, he's a hot guy. I saw his picture. They took the squirrel and they put it to sleep. They killed it. Now, I have to be honest, my point of view on that, I'm glad they killed it because I would be more sad if they had it in a cage and we're like doing animal testing on it. I feel like if you're going to break the thing's heart, at least maybe put it down so that it's not like, that's how I feel about Gertie. If Gertie was taken away from me and like stolen, I would at least want someone to put her down because she would live with a broken, well, you're too little. Everybody knows. Okay, let's just hold each other for a minute while we tell this story because I'm upset. Are you? Do you feel his name was Peanut and your name is Karen Tootie Greenie? Dainty kisses too. Really dainty. You're the same size as a squirrel. You're just as small as Peanut. Yeah, okay, I'm upset about that. I don't know how they put it to sleep, but they put it to sleep, okay? The guy is absolutely heartbroken. What is the moral of this story, in my opinion? Because I am a content creator. You know what the first thing I thought of was? What's the first thing I thought of, guys? I got mad at the guy because if you're doing something illegal, there are trolls everywhere that want you to fail, that want you to, they want to kill your squirrel. Okay. If I took in 4 more cats, do you think I'm going to put that on YouTube? You guys won't know about it because somebody's going to call and report me for that and come take my cats. People are horrible. People want to see you fail. There's always somebody that wants to destroy your life. Do you know how many people have emailed me and said your child should be taken away from you? I'm calling child services to have your kid taken away from you. I'm not kidding. I've gotten threats. Do not, if you have a public lifestyle such as Chauncey, don't be breaking the law. She says I can't. I was born next to Christ. I was grandfathered in as perfection. We know it. I know it. I heard that too, that there was like paperwork going through to have it legal for the guy to have him. That's the first thing I thought of. And my mom didn't understand. My mom was like, who would do such a thing? I was like, are you out of your damn mind, Diane? People want my kid taken away from me. People wanted Tommy and I to break up because they hate my face. People would watch me burn if they could. I don't think you guys fully get that because you don't all go look at the hate either that's going on. It is for real. It is serious. I have gotten death threats. Jeff put my address out there. People make fat shaming videos about me. You think that if I had a pet squirrel that was illegal, I would put it on my YouTube channel? No, but you're not a squirrel, she says. She says, I was born next to Christ. They can't take me even if they tried because I was grandfathered in on planet Earth and I am protected by Christ. We know that. Oh. Tons of people would do that. Panko's absolutely right. Panko has seen it all. My mother is so naive. She doesn't understand like the hate in this world. And to be fair, I didn't either until I started a YouTube channel. I didn't know what people were capable of. Just me sitting here breathing, I promise you right now, out of the 600 people in here, 1 or 2 of them are sitting there angry that I'm breathing. They are furious. They're furious. Like they want to go kick their dog because I'm alive. Are you that? Are you? Oh. It's disgraceful, yes. But I blame that guy because you have to learn people want any possible reason, hey, Mike, to put you down. People want any reason to shut you down. Sadly, that guy put it out there for, okay. Yeah, people, Jenny, people are so, really dainty, really dainty. Oh, God, it's so cute. I can't stop. Every time she does this, and I've had her, 8 years? Oh my God. Guys, it never stops for me. Did I smear my lipstick? Oh no, that's a zit. I don't care. People hate me though. They love to hate me. Footy paws. Beautiful footy paw. Oh, really dainty. Born next to little Christ. Punky's in the Bible. She says, everybody studies about me at Bible school on Sundays. He was way too naive to do that. He was way too naive to do that. If I had anything like that going on in my life, is it too much for you? Because it's way too much for me. It's a lot. It's a lot. They're going to come try to take you away because you're a fairy tale creature. Damn it. She's a woodland creature from a fairy tale forest that was born right next to Christ with the 3 guys and the North Star. And they had mirth in their pockets and shit. Oh, that's what happened. Oh my God. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot to process for a little person such as yourself. That's really dainty. Speaking of high expectations, it means that you make an impression, Panko. It does. Oh, he's done all kinds of illegal shit. He also puts out pictures of my child. I mean, just pick your poison. He does all of it. I love you, Helena. And so does Tawny. Yeah, it's how it was at the birth of Christ. Yeah, shards of words. See, this is what I mean. Here's one of them. Let's just use this as an example. See, look at this. This is a good example, guys. That's a good example. Okay. Fuck your dog already. This is what I mean. Are we surprised that that guy got his squirrel taken away because some bitch in Texas did that? This is how evil people are. People are horrible. People want you dead. They don't care. They don't care. Oh, I see what you're saying. I love your channel and I love you sharing your life because that's what your channel is about. If you stop sharing, won't that be difficult? It will. Yeah, that part of it, but it's going to be that sliver of my life. We'll talk about everything else. I'll still talk about sex and all those things. Hey, our lawyer friend Denise. Yeah, it's boring what that person just said. It's boring. It's the same old boring people. But what I'm saying is those are the people that get the squirrels taken away, guys. I had no doubt when my mom told me that story. She was like, can you believe it? Can you believe that happened? And I was like, 100% I believe it. What's shocking about that? But see, I was my mom before I started this channel. Oh, oh, really kissy today. You're very kissy. Oh, really dainty kisses. Really dainty. Oh, so dainty. I was my mom when that happened, before I had my channel. When things like that would happen, I'd be like, how could anybody, how she was thrown out of a car. She had broken bones. I couldn't even adopt her. I had to wait. She had broken ribs and her feet were broken. How, I used to ask myself, how would someone do that? How could somebody do that? How could somebody hurt a baby? How could someone abuse a child? Like all those things used to enter my mind. I'll tell you how, because I've learned at this point, there's what will people not do is more the question. What will people not, what lengths will they not go to be abusive, to be hurtful, to try to stomp you out? So when she said, can you believe that happened? I was like, yeah, absolutely. I believe it. And that guy was an idiot for putting it out there on social media. He didn't learn the hate lesson. I would never have done that because I know if I step in one wrong thing, you don't think somebody would call the cops on me immediately? If I had one extra cat that breaks the law out here, you don't think they'd be at my door because I got a bunch of phone calls from haters? They're waiting for me to do that. They're waiting for me to do that. Sorry if you've already said, really behind. Hey, Trixie. No, it's from that store I've been streaming at in Murfreesboro called Bella's. It's really a cute store. Thank you for saying that. Huxley's outside. Oh, yeah. Oh, Vicki Andrews, that's hard for me. It's astounding what people will do with animals. Yeah. It's astounding what people will do to animals, especially. I'm like, why would you hurt an animal? Animals are the most loving creatures on this planet. Animals are just angels to me. But it's also amazing what people will do to each other. They will eat each other, guys. So when I get your texts now, which are much more, I am a snake charmer, which are much more few and far between, right? But when I get like hate and people are like, did you see this? I'm like, well, what else is new? There's a video fat shaming me dancing next to a cow, and there's mental health channels out there that promote that and promote the people who made the video. There's literally channels out there that welcome the channels that fat shamed me into their chats. What won't people do to be harmful? What won't you do? What lengths will you not go to? There aren't any. People are full of shit. They pretend to be your friend and they're not. Am I okay? It's a lot of stress. I think I'm on the other side of it now. I think I'm more on the other side of it than I was. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Tampa B. I don't get ruffled by it anymore. It doesn't bother me anymore. Alicia, me too. I'd rather hurt myself than somebody else. And you know what, Alicia? We're a lot alike. I bet we do. I let people cross my boundaries before I will say no. That's what kind of person I am. I will let somebody make me uncomfortable because I don't want to make it uncomfortable by saying you're making me uncomfortable. So I will let somebody step all over my feelings and boundaries before I will even say anything. And that's a flaw that I really need to work on. But it's wild to me. It's just wild. That squirrel story is everywhere. Like Joe Rogan's talking about it. My mom said it's all over the news. It's all over these shows. And the reason for that is I think they're trying to say like how scary it is to let the government come in and do that. Like they came in and took over. And that's a little frightening. They took that guy's rights away. Shannon, see, I don't know if other YouTubers go through it. I don't know. But yeah, absolutely. My mom was like, I can't believe it. And I thought I was her a couple years ago. I was one of those people that was like, how could somebody do that? Easily. I promise. Easily. I'm not kidding when I say I get messages from people saying, I hope you die tonight. I get messages from people that are like, you and your kids should both be dead because you're both horrible pieces of shit in this world. I get messages from people that say that. And then they make videos about it too. And then Jeff posts about it too. He posts about how horrible I am of a mother and that I abuse my kid. And then he puts pictures up of him. It's wild. The hate is wild. Thank God for my Scientology training. I don't report them because I don't go look at that stuff. And when they email me, Karen Tootie Greenie, I just block the emails. I don't do anything about it. I just block it. But it's wild. And I understand the squirrel thing now more than ever. He made a huge mistake putting that on social media. You are always going to find some horrible person. This person was in Texas, apparently. And what, again, this goes back to where we started this stream. Why is it hurting you? Why do you feel like you have to report that all the way from Texas? This guy has an animal sanctuary where he is saving animals. And you felt it was your duty to call and report that he rehabbed a squirrel and it's like his best friend and he takes care of it. And you felt the need to report that. You're damn right you did. And I'm sure she's sleeping better at night because of it, because she did the right thing. That's how the haters feel about me. They're putting the truth out there. You'll see they say that all the time. Finally, people are starting to see it. She didn't get as many super chats that day. Her super chats are drying up because people are starting to finally see that she's a grifter and a fraud and a terrible mother. People will go to great lengths to try to put you out of your misery. They really will. And I don't know if they're ex-Scientology or under the radar. I don't know if they're OSA. I don't know if they're just people who hate me. I don't know why people love to hate me so much, but I'm happy to, you can blame it on me. I'm happy to be your girl for that because I feel so desensitized to it. I know I'm not a bad mother. I know that you probably have a lot of skeletons in your closet to be pointing that kind of a finger at me. And don't think the rest of us don't notice that as well. For you to say the most horrible, vile, sick stuff and wish I was dead, you probably have a couple of instabilities going on there, I would guess. There's probably a lot going on. But I don't care. I mean, I don't care anymore. I don't focus on it anymore. And I expect the shit out of it. I expect it. My mom sometimes checks in on me and goes, are you doing okay? Like, how do you deal with all the hate? And I'm like, I just expect it every day. It's nothing new. It doesn't even surprise me anymore. Mind control attacks. Thank you so much, Helena. I love you, girl. It does definitely say more about them. Yeah, Karen Tootie Greenie. Mm-hmm. Can I ask if that makes you hesitant putting Huxley on the internet on your streams? Absolutely not. It doesn't. Absolutely not. No. It also doesn't make me hesitant to talk about sex because I'm a mother. They don't slow me down. They're not slowing me down. I put Huxley on my streams because I know how much you guys love him and I know how great he is to put out there into the world. He's not 4 years old. He's going to be 15 in a couple of weeks. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's nice when he comes on here and talks about his day or talks about his relationship with God or any of those things. Hey, Gypsy Soul. I think he puts love into the world and into the environment. I think he's very balanced. Huxley is a rock for me. He's very well thought out. He's very mature. Hey, Shannon's Journey. So no, I think he's a gift to this world. And I'm not going to try to hide that because some assholes, a handful, they try to make themselves big. They try it by kicking and screaming and making so much noise, but it's a handful of people. They're just loud. So no, I'm not going to not do anything because these assholes are trying to stop me. I'll probably get even louder, Look for my email when you have a chance. It's a deep one. Promise there's no hate. Angie Bo, I will. I'm kind of behind on emails. The world needs more Huxley, Mara. Thank you for saying that. Huxley's a great person. He's very, very balanced. He's just a good guy. He's a good example, and I wouldn't want to hide him from that. Katrina, I seriously can't believe the hate against Reese. I'm sorry, some people just suck. Well, they're trying to drag us all down to their level. They're trying to get you, Katrina, to go over and look at that and believe them and become one of them. They're just recruiting. It's just like anything else. They're dividing it up. They're trying to get you to pick a side, and they hope to God that everybody, starts to see the light, that I'm a liar. We let them in here before. Lied about what? They couldn't give me an answer, so I'm happy to give them that platform, and I did, and they fucking fell on their faces. They collapsed miserably. I love your strength. Hey, Stella, you effing rock. Keep going. You're growing, learning, and becoming stronger. Thank you. I definitely feel stronger. Thank you for saying that, Stella. Jenny, I appreciate you so much for being you. You're such an inspiration to me and probably others. Jenny, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Kiwi girl, thank you. He's very special. He's very special. Yeah, it's lame to pick sides. It's YouTube, guys. It's not that serious. You either subscribe or you don't. But if you think you're going to punish me by unsubscribing, then people do that and they still hate watch. It's the weirdest thing ever. First super chat ever for the haters. Wow. Jolie, thank you. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you for super chatting me. YouTube keeps suggesting their hateful content to me for some reason, so I keep reporting it. I think everybody does. Everybody keeps reporting it. Hate doesn't win. I mean, they think it does, but it doesn't, guys. People with really ugly hearts and minds are the ones who watch that shit. You would have to. It's like it would be like watching an SNUFF film. Who would get joy or pleasure out of that? A really sick person. It's the same fucking thing. If you go and watch someone who spews, like I've seen that guy once. He literally called my kid a piece of shit. He names him. They put up pictures of him. He calls him a total piece of shit. Like, I don't want you here. I don't want your kind. Like, we don't want any quality of a person that watches that stuff here. You probably also watch child illegal shit too. Like, that's a sick, twisted individual to go watch somebody tear down a mother and her child and then promote the ex-husband who is in a secret sex cult. Like, if you're into that, you're already a twisted individual. We don't want you here, right? It's a certain quality of a human being that it would take to even watch that shit. Do you see what I mean by that? Like, he can recruit, or they, or whoever he is, because there's more than one. There's tons of them. They can recruit all they want. Take those fucking people with you. Those are red flag human beings. They're nothing but red flags. Well, that's the only thing. Make all the content you want about me. Again, I don't watch it. I don't care. But don't have mental health channels or good channels or funny channels or channels that stand for anything good, and have those haters and troll channels come into your chat and go, oh, hey, welcome. That's fucked up. That's a whole other deep. I'm still questioning those people on those other channels. I'm still like, you don't know how many texts. Hey, Anna from Canada, you don't know how many texts I get, at least a few a week, of people going, holy shit. They are letting those fat shaming hate channels into their channel in the chat, and they're welcoming them. They're saying hi to them. That's a whole other dark level. Like, that's concerning. That's really concerning to me. If you want to have a hate channel that welcomes a hate channel, that makes more sense. But if you're going to have a positivity channel where everybody's welcome and we don't judge everybody here and people can just have their thoughts, bullshit. That's crazy to me. What do you stand for? How is that helpful? How does that not contradict the love you're trying to put into this world? That's wild to me. It's an answer I won't be able to ever get. I don't get it. Yeah, Marilyn also gets a lot of hate. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Wendy Brewer. And I say here all the time, yeah, Kim White. Yeah, that dude is miserable. Can you imagine? I say here all the time, like, I don't talk about other content creators. I'm not going to name them, but I still think, and I'm not talking about the hate content creators. Like, they don't even exist. They're almost like bots. You know, they're just spewing hate. It's just a machine. They're just a machine spewing hate. That's easy. That's not even that hard to do. Like, that's ridiculous. I was a Scientologist. You're going to have to do better than that. Get the fuck out of here. But channels who pretend to be loving and welcoming and all walks of life are welcome here, and then you welcome into your active live chat a hate channel that made a fat shaming video about me or anybody. Let's not make this about me. Let's just say it's a channel that makes fat shaming videos about women. Would you guys be cool if I supported that? I would rather stick needles into my corneas. That is so fucked up. Like, it's not even a thought that would cross my mind. I would go, get them out of here, mods. But no, their mods go, oh, hey, welcome. Come on in. They became members on those channels, guys. Fucked up. Like, can't even explain it. Fucked up. Like, there's no way to go, well, I can kind of see their point of view, or, well, there is no well. It's really not cool. Bye, Martha Slemmer. And I'm not just hating and attacking that channel. That's just in the world. How can you support like somebody who hurt kids or said terrible things about like my kid, a minor child, and then you have them in your channel and welcome them and say hi? Not a good look. First super chat for a wise lady, Luby Lou. That is the cutest name. Thank you so much. That is so kind. Thank you for your super chats. And maybe those are bots. Maybe those are bots. Maybe they're not even real. Some of those channels, it's probably AI. It would almost have to be, because I'm like, what kind of a human being spends their, and then they call me a grifter, but they're making money off of it. They're making money off of me. It's a whole thing. And the only reason I went there is because of the peanut story. I think about that squirrel. And I think about my mom going, can you imagine? Can you believe that some lady in Texas reported that? You're goddamn right I can. I'm surprised 50 ladies didn't report it, because some people live to hate. They just want to see you sink. That's all they want. They want to see you just float down to the bottom and watch the light go out in your eyes and you to take your last breath. And I know that's dramatic, but I literally get emails that say that. I can't wait for the day you die, bitch. That's the world we live in. So no, I'm not surprised that somebody put that out there and they got the squirrel killed. It sucks. I hate it. I love animals more than anything. But honestly, I'm glad they killed him. I would have been more torn up inside if they just had it sitting somewhere in a cage, running back and forth in a tiny amount of space. Like, I would rather it just go to squirrel heaven, to be honest. I'm going to judge the fruit of your choices and make my own choices accordingly. That doesn't mean that I hate you or judge you. That's a clue where a boundary is needed. Jesus loves you. I don't really understand what that meant, but thank you, Jessica. I didn't get the message behind that, but I appreciate it. I love Teresa. Hypocrisy enrages me so much. I saw way too much of that when working in mental health and going to grad school to be a therapist. You're such a badass. The amount of do as I say, not as I do was so disappointing. Yes, it's true too. That's my life now. And that's what they were doing to Tommy. Like, I love Reese, don't get me wrong, but you two are terrible for each other. And she is a bad egg. And I think you should know. Are you serious? Like, how do you sleep at night? Meddling in other people's lives, trying to break up relationships, trying to get the squirrel killed. What are we really here for? Like, are we going to make it as a human race? I'm concerned. I'm concerned. You know, it's like the pizza box. It says, do not eat the box. Like, are we going to make it? Are we all going to make it, like, as a whole? I don't know. I'm worried about it. Hey, Yvonne. It's like they have no life. It's like, no, I wish they had no life. No life is a lot of people. I don't have much of a life. They eat, sleep, and breathe to try to just kill people's spirits and animals. They literally exist to just try to bring you down and kill your spirit. That's fucking wild to me. Excuse the cussing tonight. I think my period's coming. Protect your peace. How do you do that? Set boundaries. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Protecting my peace. Hey, crafting Emily. I am definitely, since that happened, since I lost those friends, since I got so stabbed in the back, and I'm not just talking about those people, there's more people than that. I have really closed down just my circle of people that I talk to. I will say Tommy was always one of them, and he is always going to be somebody I can trust. And that's pretty huge, right? Tommy has never thrown me under the bus. He's never sold me out. He knows a lot of things about me, like real deep things that I've cried about, shared about, that, like, there are certain times, like on our Zoom calls, when we do our once a month Zoom calls, how many times, guys, on our Zoom calls do I say, this is not something I would say on YouTube, or this is not something I would probably say on a live? Like, there are certain things where I'm like, I want to protect my heart. And I know if I am this vulnerable, I'm going to get eaten alive. So I'm not going to say that. Tommy knows all those things, and he doesn't sell me out. I'm not going to name them, but there are some people in the chat that are the same way. They wouldn't sell me out. The people who did sell me out, I'm really bummed about. I'm bummed about. So I've learned my lesson. It's my own fault. I'm not mad at them. It's my fault. I shouldn't be so trustworthy. It's just hard because coming out of Scientology and never having friends, I want friends. I want to have friends. Yeah. How do they justify what they do? I don't know. I know some of them claim to be Christians. I know that personally, and you do too. Some of them claim to be Christian people. So how do they live with themselves? I don't know. How do you justify that? How do you go to sleep at night? Hey, Hux, yeah. Can you come here for a sec? I'm going to end this stream, but I want to say something. Shelly, I know you are, girl. I wanted to tell you something. Yeah. I'm live. Oh, hey. You can say hi to everybody. I know you were outside playing ball, but some people sent Alicia. I don't know if she's still in here. She sent some money for you to get those baseball lessons. So I just wanted you to tell her thank you. Well, thank you. Yeah. I showed everybody the lessons that you want for your birthday. And I was just doing it to show you what I'm going to get him. I didn't mean it like I'm trying to get people to buy them. Love you, girl. So proud of you and how you deal with life. Thank you, Lady Pamela. And thank you for being a member. It's never expected. I wanted Huxley to make sure, hey, Creekside Acre, I wanted you to make sure and tell people thank you when they do, like Alicia, people. Yeah. There she is. There's Alicia. So thank you, Alicia. Yeah. I'm going to get you some baseball lessons from her. Thank you. Yeah, Alicia. So yeah, I really want those baseball lessons. Looks like a great program. And so I can learn. They got like some really good coaches, I've heard, and like they played professional ball in the big leagues, a couple of them. So yeah, but thank you, Alicia. Yeah, they're really good coaches there. So get some hitting lessons, fielding, speed, agility, all that. And it's by real coaches. Yeah, I think they've probably coached teams. Not all of them, but I think a couple of them. I was reading about them. You could read about them on the website. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you acknowledged Alicia, and thank you again, Alicia. I just want to say thank you. And anybody who, I know some of you guys Venmo me or PayPal me, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for that. I will buy him lessons for that, but don't ever feel like that's expected. It's not. It's not. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. I'll put that toward his lessons for sure. I'm going to get Huxley a package of lessons, maybe a couple. Alicia said, just enjoy yourself and your birthday. You're a special kid, Hux. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Alicia. You're so kind to us, Alicia. Thank you so much. It's been playing some ball. So. Are you playing outside? Yeah, I was hitting and fielding. Okay. Oh, it was Seamus using the litter box. Good job, Shamey. Bo,
Moose.
quit
Bo,
trying to eat poop. Shamey.
You're not going to be eating cat turds, bro.
Kestrel, are you in here? Okay, Hux. Thank you, babe.
Thank you.
Can you
Good to
hand
see you
me?
guys.
Can you hand me Seamus?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got. There's a candle burning. Hey, Kestrel, are you in here? Or Cindy Edge?
Yeah, make sure it isn't. All right. It's good seeing you guys. I'm going to go out and
Look at his ear. His ear started doing this a couple of days ago. What is going on? It seems fine. I've touched it. See it? See how it's bent? See that? Why is it bent? All of a sudden, his ear is bent. He doesn't seem to be bothered by it. He doesn't seem to mind it. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you for saying hi to Huxley. I just wanted to make sure, and thank you for that. And please don't take, again, please don't take that. I don't expect anything from anybody. I just want to make that clear because I know they're going to go make hate videos right now that I'm trying to cash in on my child's birthday, and I'm not. So yeah, thank you, Boris Cruz. It's odd, Ev, but it doesn't seem to be bothering him at all. I don't know. Thank you, Jenny. So I want to say thank you again. Thank you for listening to me today. Thank you for your super chats, of course. And thank you, Coco and Chi, and your wisdom and your memberships. And I just, I want to say again, I know people are hurting today, and I didn't know if I should do a stream or not. I want you to feel validated for that. Your feelings matter, and don't let anybody tell you they're not. Your feelings, your fears, all those things. I totally understand. I totally understand. Some people are really happy today and some people are really sad, and we need to acknowledge both and understand both. That's all. I understand feelings. I don't understand politics, not at all. But I love you too, Shelly. Yeah, of course, Amy Dag. So, hey, Barbara Waite. I will probably be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, and I'd like to chat with you guys some more. I'd like to continue to talk about that. Thank you, Shannon C. And Shannon's Journey. I love you too. We didn't quite get into the thick of that as much as I wanted to. I still want to get more of your guys' feedback on some of these topics that we bring up. Moose is amazing. It's very interesting to me. It's a rabbit hole I want to go down regarding relationships, but not just actual like love relation, like friendships. I want to talk more about expectations. I want to dig into that. It's been on my mind for days. I've been unpacking it for days, and I don't feel like this stream was enough. So if you guys are okay with it, I'd like to do another one and just kind of get your points of view on it. So anyway, thank you again. And thank you for being with me. And I just really appreciate you guys. And go make yourselves a cup of tea and comfort yourself. Take a bath, do something, because I really love you guys and I feel your feelings. So I just want you to know that. I don't know, Mara. I guess I can call the vet, but he seems fine. But I definitely want him to get checked if he needs to get checked. Okay. I'll look into that. Guys, thank you for being with me. Please make sure you're subscribed. Check your subscription. Love you too, Catherine B. I love you, girl. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you again for being here. Here comes Fred, and everyone have a good night.